Hello, everyone, and welcome to this CGL Community GOATS Tournament Tier 3 Xbox Final. This is the NA side of things, and it's going to be against Titans Academy Tier 3 versus Winston Overwatch Legion. I'm here with Neon Protege on the play-by-play today. I'm going to be your color caster. I am Joker's Ransom, and I'm also doing the production. So, go easy on me, chat. How are you doing today, Neon?
I am doing rather amazing, rather bright. We have a game here. I can't wait. I just want to get right into it.
Yeah, both teams very, very solid teams here. Titans Academy, the first team we are going to be looking at today. iWux on that main tank role. Master Chief on the Diva. Godflick on the Zarya. Hot Boink on that Lucio. Uveal Author on the Brigitte and the Kenji on that flex support role. Oh my goodness, what a team. Two of these players on Celestial Nova from last year. Godflict, a player from either the I think Apollo Tier 4 last year as well. Uveal Author on the Titans Academy team from last CGL multi-tier tournament. But I don't know much about the Diva or the Lucio player here, Neon.
Yeah, that could definitely be a wild card. Seems that they're a bit split. They're just coming together and forming this team that's been very strong throughout the regular of this off season. It'll be a very nice lineup they do have.
Yeah, and as we go in, another very stacked lineup on the side of Winston Overwatch Legion. They got Weary Bunny on that main tank role, Shadow Spartan on the Diva, Liberty on the Zarya, Shoegaze on the Lucio, Nightmare, and Twin Clarity to round out the support line. And this is a lot of Apollo players in this matchup today. The entire support line, or sorry, the entire tank line is Apollo players, and I believe Nightmare as well. I'm not too sure about Shoegaze. I know they are part of that circle as well. I'm not too sure about Twin Clarity though.
When you get a team that has a lot of players from another team kind of forming a new one or joining a new place, you have that preset synergy. You see it a lot of times with the Overwatch League, they call up contenders teams in full. That's what the entirety of the original Titans were. Just a division team came up into the OWL. You have the entire tank line. That is a very trusting tank line, and it's going to be very hard to bust.
Yeah, and bust. We'll see if Titans Academy can bust down that tank line. Going into wrong thing. I meant to select this scene as we're going into Lijiang Tower for map 1. What do you like to see on Lijiang Tower here, Neon?
I like to see that control center. It is, especially in the GOAT comp, it is so good. So such close quarters combat, really good for the brawling style of the GOAT's composition. We'll also see a bit of longer range on the other maps, but definitely look out for the control center.
Yeah, and I've said it all the times I've casted. You gotta keep your eyes on these flex support players. The flex support is just so important in these compositions, and if they can get the work done they need to do, I expect whoever's flex support that is popping off the most is going to win the series for them. As we head right now into your favorite map, Control Center for Lijiang Tower.
Yeah, this is always a great map for GOATs. I'm glad we're gonna see it first. Gonna set the series off. And we're gonna really get to see what they can do with with the best GOATs map, sub map in all of King of the Hill. As they come in, a lot of damage being applied. We see those discords coming through, and a stun onto the Diva for Winston Overwatch Legion immediately goes down. Discords still in play. Now, Winston's going to have to play a bit of a footsie game here to have to get back onto the point. They're going to be able to feel more Discord coming through. The mech is going to come back online for Shadow Spartan. Going to not have that ult charge that Master Chief does have. Discord's still out there and a lot of damage being applied to Winston Overwatch Legion's tank lineup. Titans Academy looking very strong in their health pool. Ult's already being used. God, like already using that grab, and 3 go down just like that. It is over.
Yeah. You saw the side of Titans Academy getting those ultimates up online first, and it showed. They put in so much damage beforehand the ults, and that's how you really build up your ultimates. And we saw Godflick with a massive Graviton Surge there, getting massive results for his team.
Transcendence bombs, rallies, everything under the sun is starting to be used. Double rallies, possible Earth Shadows coming through. We already saw one. Will the other one come out? Bomb, grab, everything getting used, and no one going down at all. This stun comes through. Both are 2 tanks. 2 more go down. Titans Academy down 4, down 5. Only the D.Va left to stall. They're going to try and milk that stall as much as they can.
Yeah, no real way they could have stopped that. Only if Master Chief's self-destruct could have gotten some value there. But we're seeing Winston Overwatch being able to capture the point for the first time of the map. Nice plays coming in from Weary Bunny on that main tank role. But Godflick already has the second Graviton Surge online, and see if he can get another big one. Shadow Spartan gets the E!
They're going to pop the ults into Sound Barriers. The grab as well gets eaten. Huge play from Shadow Spartan, making up for that early D-Mech on the first fight. Shatter comes through. Double Shatters gets everyone! Gets almost everyone on the team except a one-hitter and two Lucio's. Transcendence comes through. And Weary Bunny is the only one to go down to that. This damage is going to be able to be applied from Titans onto Winston Overwatch Legion. More ults being used, and it's done and dusted.
Yeah, and we saw, thanks to Wux's shatter on to his opposing team there was no way to really get any value from Weary Bunny's massive shatter. So, and then when everyone got up from that massive 5-man, they were all ready to focus down Weary Bunny, but another massive shatter coming in from Wux on the main tank.
Yeah, just huge ults coming in. Double D.Va bombs. Oh, Briggs the only one to go down on Winston Overwatch Legion's side. Both D.Vas are now back in mech. Pop going on that Lucio is going to go down, so the maneuverability of the Titans Academy is going to go down just a bit. Winston Overwatch Legion going to try and push that speed advantage for all it's worth. Ults coming through. Got collected with that grab, counted by the Transcendence. No one's going to die for the moment on Winston Academy. They're going to have that support, that longevity in the fight, and they're actually going to be able to take out IWUQZ, the Reinhardt for Titan Academy. Counter grab going to come in. Both of your mechs are D-Mech, where he falls. Master Chief falls, just pick after pick after pick. Sound Barrier going to come in for Winston Academy. Titans not far behind. Rally is being used. Now the Sound Barrier comes in. D.Va mech going to come back. And there's somewhat of a reset, small reset as the respawns come in. Support line of Winston Overwatch Legion just crumbles as the respawns come back in. More ults are being used. If you have it, you are using it. And that is going to be map number 1.
Yeah, some great plays coming in from that tank line of Titans Academy. Getting some massive plays from Wux on that main tank role. Massive shatters can lead to massive fight wins for you. As well with Godflick getting some massive kills as well on that Zarya role. He is that main damage dealer for this GOATS composition. You keep him alive, you keep him full charge, so he's going to do wonders for you. And we're going into the, oh my goodness, it's Night Market, I believe is the name of it. And their Titans Academy are up 1-0. And I don't want to just not mention this. Takenji with some great Zenyatta plays on that previous point, getting a lot of kills in critical situations.
Much so, and a lot of good Discord usage I saw as well. Once again, both Discords going out on the opposing D.Vas. A lot of brawl breaking out in the front of the gates here. Godflick, first one to go down. Shadow is going to get D-Mech here. Somewhat even, but the Zarya not being there is going to be huge. Lucio goes down as well. For Winston Overwatch Legion here, that movability is gonna suffer. Titans Academy can somewhat push in the moment they get those Zarya back in. Gonna be able to hold the point. Shatter's coming through. Double shatter. gets huge on Winston. Overwatch Legion. Reinhardt goes down. D.Va gonna get D-Mech here. No real counter picks coming through at the moment. They do get the Kenji, but that's not gonna be enough to save the point.
Yeah, massive plays still coming out from Lux on this main tank role, even after Godflick was felled in that fight, making up for the 4 or 5 man shatter. I can't really remember, and they still have ultimates online to really save off this next engagement coming in from Winston Overwatch right now.
The ult's rally gonna get used from both sides, and the shatter built online gonna get completely bomb. Sound barrier grab, everything is getting used. Transcendence as well. During the sound barrier, might be a small mistake. The D.Va mech is gonna get taken out by the D.Va bomb. Transcendence now coming in from Twin Clarity, gonna keep everyone alive for a bit. A lot of damage being applied on the Titans Academy here. Grab coming in from Godflick to try and save this point, and it might have just worked. 3 go down, evening the fight up just a bit. Reinhardt goes down as well as 4, 5 with the D.Va mech bomb gonna try and come in. Not gonna get anything here, and that's gonna be all 6.
Yeah, as we saw Twin Clarity using that Transcendence to engage. However, they didn't have any ultimates to speak of for when Godflick used that Graviton Surge. Liberty did get 2 in when he was in that grab. However, you're not having that Transcendence to keep your team alive and well during that big ultimate is a downfall.
Yeah. Huge ults coming through. The sound barrier to push in with the shatter. Just everyone going down on Titans Academy. They didn't stand a chance this fight.
Yeah, and it was a big fight win coming in from them. Sweary Bunny with another massive shatter. Both of these Reinhardts are doing so much work with that ultimate today, and with these ultimate buffs, getting them quicker. You need to keep your eye on them for this entire series to see if they keep it up. The Liberty getting already a pick onto the Kenji.
Huge early pick, just as Titans Counter are about to build up a lot of their ults. They're not even going to be able to use it here. The rally comes through from Winston Overwatch Legion, and that's just the end of the fight. 1 early pick, and the rest of it crumbles.
Yeah, but look at those ultimates on board. Neon 6 ultimates online. That's all they need to win this out. Pop them all. They've only got the Transcendence to stave off as much damage as they possibly can. It's going to be massive to see what happens in this series. Grab coming out.
All the ults coming out. In fact, everything getting used. Slowly but surely, it will all be pop. Shatter, bomb. Everything under the sun. Not many ults left, and the picks are coming through on the Winston Overwatch Legion. 3 down. D.Va gets D-Maxed, and now it's just a bit of cleanup going into the end of this point.
Yeah, and that's going to be, I think, it's just going to be Weary Bunny going to be able to touch a big shatter with a nice defense matrix coming in from Master Chief. Not going to stave off all the damage coming in, and that's going to be map 1. It's going to be Titans Academy taking map 1.
Yeah, and a really good display taking it as well. They lost it a few times, but overall, able to take it pretty consistently there. I think the first map was something around 70-90, and the second was 40-90. So overall, very good play. That's an extra fight and an extra 2 fight wins there from Titan on Lijiang Tower's 2 maps.
Yeah, and like I was saying during this series, we saw a lot of great Reinhardt play from both of these main tanks. And you need to keep looking for that, specifically when we go into our next map, which is going to be King's Row, Neon. Uh-oh.
Greatest overall map for GOATs. Lijiang Tower's Control Center, I believe, is the sub map, at least the best map on those King of the Hill style maps. King's Row might just be the single best overall map for the GOATs composition. You usually see Lijiang Tower, King's Row to start off every single one of these GOATs. Very rare you don't see the King's Row getting played, and we're going to it tonight.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a great map to see. We've seen some great gameplay so far going into this second map, and with the Zenyatta's doing a lot of damage specifically for Titans Academy. I'd expect him to win this map out again. as there's a lot of sight lines you can use with that Zenyatta, get some early pickoffs with that hero, and we'll look to see if they can continue that going into King's Row.
Well, there's a very good possibility that with the Zenyatta's, you're able to get that nice damage off. That you can get those discords on. Use the angles right on King's Row on that first point, on streets, on the Omnic in the third. You can get a lot of damage in, especially if you're able to combo it with the damage from the tanks, which we saw quite a lot of on the previous map. So could very well play out again. But we did see Winston Overwatch Legion take a few fight wins, so it's still either team's game.
Yeah, either team's game indeed. It was only map 1. It is King of the Hill. It was control point. That is kind of the outlier. It seems to be in many of the other it doesn't really match up to any of the other map types in the game right now. No swaps coming in, but we need to see some more. I feel a lot more quality ability usage from Twin Clarity to go into this next map. You need to get focused down Lux very hard.
Pushing in forward, the defense is being an offensive team. It seems like we're going to take a huge amount of damage with that Discord on them. Master Chief on the D.Va as well takes a huge amount of damage, but Weary Bunny already has the Shatter. Use it. Gets two sports in the back line, able to capitalize on that with his end, as well as the other 2 sports are 1 health. Reinhardt falls, and Winston Overwatch gets a very good defensive play here.
Yeah, they started out very well. They've got ultimates already online, clearly showing who's did the most damage in that team fight. Weary Bunny using that Shatter, getting a couple down, and then the entire team of Winston Overwatch was able to capitalize on that and get the players that were down and finish that fight off very quickly. It's 2 minutes and 52 seconds left on the clock, and they need to do something quickly.
Well, they're gonna be doing it rather quickly. They have all four ults at once. Gonna be countered by 2 support ults. There is also double grabs. I believe Liberty users as well. Only real left for Titans is that sound barrier. They're also gonna have the bomb, which Shadow Spartan uses right there. Twin Clarity gonna fall. You see the Shatter come out from Weary Bunny again. Master Chief gonna dive 1 trade each. That's then gonna be a much worse trade as we see the sound barriers come in from both sides. A bit of a stalemate until those sound barriers do start to disappear, and we see 2 go down for Winston Overwatch Legion. Make it 4. The Shatter comes in as well to start that off.
Yeah, and we still see the D.Va being able to stay stall for a little bit longer, but not gonna get much when you're the last person on the point. Wux getting some great Earth Shatter stuns again already on this map. Nice follow-up from everyone else on the rest of Titans Academy as well. They're going to be going into the streets phase with a pretty decent time bank of 4 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock. But right here is where you see a lot of holds in on King's Row. But I don't think they have the ultimates to stabilize the Winston Overwatch.
Yeah, well, the Shatter comes through, doesn't get anything, a few stuns, but no kills. Capitalize, piece of the bomb, grab, rally, transcendence. There's nothing that Winston Overwatch Legion can put in here to out-damage the support and to support through the damage.
Yeah, and we saw there Weary Bunny using that Shatter early, connecting to a couple, but that the peel was there from the supports, using that rally, using that transcendence to keep them alive, to be able to keep this push going. We see Winston Overwatch being able to come back into this fight, getting a nice speed boost engaged with the rally.
Yeah, they're gonna come in. Grab's coming through. Possible Shatter bomb in as well. Grab gets eaten. Liberty Grab is no longer there. Shatter comes through. Gets quite a few. We're gonna be the first one to fall. And it's just one after another now. Wizard of Overwatch Legion. It needs something to turn this around. They can use the transcendence. Gonna try and keep it alive through the sustain, but it's not gonna be enough. And the Lucio falls as well. And now they're in the full retreat.
Ooh, and Lux going in quite deep. Gonna be able to stave off all the possible stallers with that charge. into the back line, and now they haven't not stopped this cart since it started on point 1 here, Neon, and they're looking to have a great time bank here.
Yeah, well, right now, got it. Flick falls. IW falls as well as 2 tanks right off the back. I think that was a cast occurred because they finally stopped the point.
Yeah, they definitely needed to. 3 minutes and 50 seconds still on the clock, and there's 2 support ultimates and almost 3 tank ultimates online for Winston Overwatch. But right now, we're seeing Liberty going for kind of a sneaky grab here, and he's going to get it. We're going to get... Oh, Godflick's going to fall, but that's going to be traded back with a self-destruct kill.
Yeah, just a great sneaky play, and it's going to cause destruction. But Titans Academy able to somewhat sustain through that and start getting some counter picks of their own to start pushing through this fight and to push the point even further.
Yeah, nice kills coming in. Master Chief getting a lot of work done in that fight, getting a lot of final blows in our kill feed there, and they do have, Winston Overwatch do have the tools to somewhat re-engage. They don't have this Transcendence, which is going to be huge for Godflick's grab that he has online right now.
Yeah, and he also starting to come through the grab. Both rallies, Shatter, Sound Barrier, everything getting used, and it's not looking for Winston Academy, or Winston Legion, sorry. They lose their break, they lose their Reinhardt, they lose their Diva Mech. Liberty 1 health. Nothing really getting on Titans Academy. They're not losing anyone, and they have a support ult in their back pocket. More go down, and now just coming up to the end.
Yeah, I don't. It's not looking like anyone's gonna be able to touch. Oh, just as I say that, Nightmare and the Transcending Zenyatta touch. The self-destruct coming over the top, not gonna get any value.
Yeah, the grab, Sound Barrier coming in, the bomb gets nothing. And now it's just a waiting game to see if you can't get some big ults coming through. That Shatter going to be the big one. Gets almost completely blocked. 1 counter pick onto the Brig, but 3 coming back. 1 pick to 3 is not a hold that you want on defense. It might just work, though, just for a bit. It is.
Yeah, they got their series done. They've got... Sorry, not their series done. They got their map done. With 2 minutes still on the clock, you'd like to have been in the 3-minute range if you are Titans Academy there. But in the end, still 2 minutes is a very good time bank. They are doing such great things with their ultimates, being able to cycle them very well, and that's a big thing you need to do in GOATs, as well with just having massive ultimate efficiency as well. You can cycle them all you want, but if you're not getting a good value out of them, it doesn't really matter. But Titans Academy are doing both, which is a very great thing to see, specifically only in the tier 3 scene.
Yeah, getting that ult economy, ult usage is extremely well. And that 2-minute time bank is actually extremely good. There's like 10-15 seconds worth of kind of change of if we're over by 15 seconds, we're not going to get an extra fight in. If we're under by 15 seconds, it's going to be like immediately overtime. So it's each team their own, but that is really good. A 2-minute flat for Titans Academy is going to allow them to get 3, maybe a 4th attack. If it comes down to it, Winston Overwatch Legion, though, going to want to have much more than that as they start to push in.
Yeah, they need to stay a lot more together. You need to focus down these big shatters that Weary Bunny have hit, but Godflick already getting the first pick, and that's a pin onto Weary Bunny by Wux.
Yeah, not even Weary Bunny. 2 down. Seemingly the first 2 down every single time, and it's just going to be a retreat from here. The Reinhardt shield dropped almost immediately for a pin, and it just let the rest of the team take too much damage.
Yeah, and it's already showing how much Wux is doing in this fight. 75%, while only... now up to 83 or 84 with that fire strike, and only Weary Bunny up to 40. It's going to be a nice play. Transcendence being used by Twin Clarity already.
Immediate sustain at the beginning of the fight, and that's actually going to sustain for the pick onto the Reinhardt, onto IW. Falls very quickly. Godflick falls in tow. So 2 big tanks gone, and there's not much Titans can do to push back into that. They have the ults to do so if they're able to get back in, but they just might not be able to touch.
Yeah, I don't know. no, they're not going to end up looking to touch there. It's an odd decision. They're going to might look to save it right here, but I don't know. It's not looking good right now.
Everything getting used after the point is taken. We could have had the D.Va stall in it and then all you ults getting used. But that's not how it's going to be. Nothing really getting done with any of the ults. It's going to be Wary Bunny and Nightmare. Once again, the first two to fall. After a lot of the ults, creating a lot of space is what all that did. And now Titans Academy have control of the point, but it's almost in an unholdable position.
Yeah, they're probably going to just keep it back at this choke here. It's just a very good place to hold. However, the spawn advantage is very much in the favor of Winston Overwatch. If they just get one pick, it should be enough, as that's going to be the one pick. Is Weary Bunny and Weary Bunny and Shadow Spartan getting 2 kills, and that's going to be all they need to get that archway hold done and dusted.
Yeah, just a few picks with an ult is all you need. In fact, Winston Overwatch Legion, they took the fight beforehand, knowing they would be able to get that another fight, that they'd be able to get a free start on the payload.
Yeah, and they're still gonna Titans Academy still are gonna be able to get that another fight like they are about to right now. Lux having the Shatter online, gonna look for a bigger one, trying to bait out Shatter from Weary Bunny, but the grab coming out from Liberty.
Yeah, the grab, sound barrier, Shatter, everything getting used. Double sound barrier coming through. A grab gets eaten. Weary Bunny is first one to fall almost every single time. Just the aggressiveness sometimes backfires. We see Nightmare fall second again. Something wrong with the Reinhardt and Break dying first 3-4 times on this map noticeably.
Yeah, and that needs to be figured out soon, or rather than later, because if it's later, they'll have already lost the series, and they don't want to do that after working so hard to get to this tier, to the finals here.
You see the Shatter and the rally come out from Weary Bunny and Nightmare, getting a pick on the IW. Shoot does fall to the bomb. The Transcendence is out for that sustainability, and the counter bomb coming in. There's no ult for Titans Academy here. Up on the Lucio does fall Godflick as well. Liberty the only ult on the board with the grab.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to capture this, but definitely with a smaller time bank than the side of Titans Academy had. But that's a big 6-man Shatter Neon!
Just everyone except for Godflick got hit by that, and they're just capitalizing on it with the grab that they held from the previous fight. A few seconds less than that time bank, but they made up for it.
Yeah, and they're going to be going into this. Now they don't have anything right now. Twin Clarity needs to get that Transcendence online for Godflick's grab that he does have in that back pocket right now. Trying to build up some charge for this grab to use. And there goes the grab. Big grab coming out.
Grab immediately countered by the Transcendence. Weary Bunny, once again, for one of the first ones to fall, we see the Shatter coming in, able to take Nightmare out. Shoe falls as well. The story over and over, Nightmare and Weary falling very early on.
Yeah, and like they gotta figure it out soon. Maybe it's not this map, but hopefully it is the maps following, because if they keep doing this, if your Reinhardt keeps falling early in fights, you can't win. It's just pretty much impossible.
Oh, do you see the rally and the Shatter coming through? And it's huge! Everyone makes a problem. He's going to use the sound barrier to try and counter the Transcendence. Rally, bomb. Everyone on Titans Academy just press the ult button. Shoegaze is going to go down. It's not look good for Winston Overwatch Legion. They're going to lose Liberty as well. The Shatter comes through. Gets 4. Another Shatter coming up from Weary Bunny. Eventually the picks are going to be a bit too much for Winston Overwatch Legion to stay in the fight here, but they're going to get a lot of picks, including the D.Va match.
Yeah, a nice stabilization coming in from Titans Academy after losing Lux early before that grab from Liberty. But now they do have ultimates online, and only Twin Clarity does have this Transcendence online for Godflick's grab, which is going to be great. They need some, but a Shatter coming out, that's huge!
backline shatter just destroyed the backline, able to take Weary Bunny right out. No one can really get in. The Nightmare comes in a bit too late to really do anything. Nightmare falls off of the map. They're just taking the environmental kill as it's faster and less ult charge.
Yeah, ults being the big deal in GOATs. We've seen it so far in these first two maps, and definitely getting less ult charge here. The defending team is going to be huge if they want to be able to at least capture this point here. And Weary Bunny already a little bit low going into this first point.
A bit. He's actually not low at all. He's just done. He's dead. The graphic gonna come through as well. Shoegaze does go down. The rally up as well. Not gonna live. Shadow goes off the map. And Titans just 3 quick fights in a row.
Yeah, and they've already burned off 3 minutes of that massive time bank that the side of Winston Overwatch had there. And they need to keep it up. They've got the ultimates to online as well. They've got 3 online, almost 4. Now they have 5. And they're going to use Rally to engage here. And Mess Shatter coming in from once there.
Rally, Shatter, Transcendence, Grab, Transcendence, Shatter, everything getting used from both sides. Winston Overwatch Legion not really have any more. They're going to have a bomb coming up. Speaking of bombs, comes through and gets to the back. God for Winston Overwatch Legion. That's going to be the end of the fight right there. The Zambia came in for hot point. And just to set it off, just the icing you take, clean it up.
30 seconds to go. You just heard it. And Wux and Godflick almost up to ultimates online, and no one really to counter those 2 ultimates. Nightmare is the only close support ultimate for this Winston Overwatch team. Shadow Spartan needs a massive self-destruct if they want to win something, but it's a big Shatter coming out already.
First in Shadow, the grab can come through, not getting anything. Counter Shadow just come through, just Godflick's grab coming through and picks onto Winston Overwatch Legion. That's going to be unsustainable damage. Only 2, actually only the Diva left. Brig died early, and that is going to be map number 2.
Yeah, and that is map number 2 in favor of Titans Academy Tier 3. They've gone 2-0 up in the series already. Neon, and what do you think is the main problem here? I think we've talked about it a lot, though.
It's I get what you're saying. It is, yes, it has to do with that Greg Reinhardt dying very, very quickly, usually the first 2 to die, but there's also an advantage to that where they're so aggressive that it either wins them or loses them the fight in most cases without the ultimates. Without those ultimates, it's that play that they win or they lose off of it, which is a very good strategy if you're able to capitalize on it. If the enemy team doesn't have an answer for it. And we've seen Titan Academy have an answer for it time after time after time. So Winston Overwatch Legion might need to change that up if that is their main strategy. That might just be the strategy they're running off for just this map. So we'll have to see how they are able to push through on 3rd and 4th maps.
Yeah, well, we'll see what goes on in this 3rd map right after this short little break. Don't go anywhere. Map 3 will be right after this break. Welcome back, everyone. This has been such a great series so far. We are viewing the Tier 3 Xbox NA GOATS Finals as Titans Academy are up 2-0 in the series right now after some dominant plays coming from the tank line and some of the supports as well.
It has been an incredible game so far. We have seen a lot of plays, a lot of hero plays from just about everybody, even if we haven't really covered it. We have seen it in this game. There's a lot of ultimate usage that have been top tier so far. And I can't wait to get back into this with map number 3.
Yeah, and that's going to be Volskaya. I love some Volskaya. There's some high ground that the Zaryas can take advantage of, beam down the enemy team, and if they know what's good for them, they'll take that high ground for their own and get some good kills from that scene or from that area. And oh my goodness. Well, what do you like about Kings Row here?
Kings Row?
Or sorry, oh my goodness. Volskaya Industries.
Volskaya Industries, the best Russian map in the game. It's the only one, unfortunately, but it's still the best rush map of the game. Just very close quarters, but has a nice range to it. It's very cool, like claustrophobic, but rangy at the same time. It's a very nice balance on how that works out. A lot of high ground, and you can get onto a lot of the high ground really quickly. Surprisingly, with the Goats comp, not much rotation really needed for high ground maneuverability, and just maneuverability around the point. A lot of good chokes, a lot of good brawls. So I love seeing Goats on Volskaya. I love seeing Brawl on Volskaya, and Goats is just the best form, debatably best form of Brawl. So I can't wait for Volskaya.
Yeah, and I think we are gonna send it in right now, just to see if we have any swaps coming in, anything new to report, and then we will go straight into the game. As we see here, we're swapping sides for this first time. We're gonna see Titans Academy on this defensive position for the first time, and Lux is gonna jump off the mat, maybe doing a little bit trolling, little bit of tomfoolery. But we do have a swap coming in for the side of Winston Overwatch. Kure is coming in onto that Brigida. Maybe that will shore up the problems that we've been seeing so far for this Winston Overwatch team.
Oh, we've seen a lot of problems be from just their very, very aggressive playstyle. The Reinhardt and the D.Va are usually the first two to go down. Now, getting a swap into the break, that might help just a bit. We're seeing a lot of discords coming through right off the bat, and Ruri Bunny once again, first one to go down. Liberty and Shadow, extremely low discord on the Kure and on the Master Chief as well. There's not much you can do without a Reinhardt on the attack.
Yeah, and you definitely just have to respawn here and reset for Winston Overwatch. No ultimates online because of a very short fight for them, but Wuck's almost up to this Earth Shadow already as we look to get some more big value with these Earth Shadows.
And they're gonna come in very soon, but if W is even alive, very, very low, has Discord on them, might not even get that shatter off. Rudy Bunny might not get their shatter off as well. We see Liberty gonna come in with the grab, gonna be countered by the Transcendent that just barely gets built up. Gonna see the shatters possibly get used here. It is on line. We're gonna see a rally come in. The shatter does come through and it gets a few, takes Kure out right off the bat. We see the Twin use that Transcendent as well. A lot of ults coming online through this fight. The tank lineup of Winston Overwatch Legion is just gone, and that is going to be it.
Yeah, another massive shatter coming out from Wux here. As we are going into this, it's already down to 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. 3 ultimates online for this Titans Academy team. They should be able to hold it on here, and I love Godflip's positioning, getting some great damage into the opposing team, and a big grab coming in as well.
A huge grab, shatter as well, but a counter. Wow, okay, 6.
Uh-oh.
6. They're gone. They're just wiped off the face of the earth. The shatter comes through, and that is it for Winston Overwatch Legion's push.
Yeah, well, Godflick does fall in that fight, so if they're smart, they're going to be able to, if Winston Overwatch is smart, they're going to engage as quickly as possible without that Zarya, and Twin Clarity's already going to get that first pick.
Yeah, Master Chief falls as well. That's 2 down, and Zarya is now just coming back with the taxi of the Lucio. So you didn't even have 2 there. It was a 4-6, and it's just a massacre right now. Now it's 3-6. 2-6. There's not much you can do left in Overwatch Legion. You gotta take it.
Oh, as usual, Arthur gonna get shoegaze out of that fight, but not gonna be able to do much more than that. And they have the potential to maybe get a snowball on this, as Liberty almost up to this Graviton Surge. Kenji not online with this Transcendence either. That's going to be massive. Liberty now having this grab online. Not going to get anyone, however, Neon.
It does, shoots it and doesn't get land anything. Shadow's gonna come through, gets 3 down, but no picks off of it immediately. You're gonna see this sound barrier, double transcendence, rally come in, everything getting used. The Godflix grab gets eaten. We're gonna see a bomb get thrown into the air. We see the sound barrier come in and takes Hot Point out of the fight. Got the sound barrier off just before they died though. Bradley gonna come in from Curate, Discord onto Weary Bunny and IW there. Pull around to Discord. Bomb gonna come up into the sky. Gets Shu. Both these bombs get the 2 Lucios. Incredible play so far. The Genji does fall. Shatter gonna come through. Gets 3. 2 opting to the only 2 left standing. After that, there's Shatter. Winston Overwatch Legion though taking heavy losses here. 2 of their tanks might get enough picks here, but it's not going to be enough to sustain the offensive.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to sustain when you lose so many people in those fights. You can't keep fighting them, specifically with those attacking spawns not very close to this second point here. That's why it's just so much more in favor of defense on second points of control or 2CP maps. But Weary Bunny already felled in this fight.
Yeah, very quick early pick once again onto Weary Bunny. The Reinhardt just goes down so fast sometimes, and Curate falls. Reinhardt break for Overwatch, or sorry, for Winston Overwatch Legion. First 2 down again, and now Titans just gonna push forward here, egoing just a bit. Let's see what they can get off the semi-spawn hold, or at least it's the first point hold, almost. Just trying to get some damage. I think they're trying to fill that ult up. You're going to see a lot of ults being used here. Grab, Transcendence to counter it. You see the bomb. We see the Shatter as well. No picks coming through from this. We're going to see Riley counter, grab coming through. Sound barrier, Transcendence, Shatter, gets everyone except for the Transcending Zenyatta there. Arthur, first one to go down. Bomb takes out Godflix, and now it's just the cookie crumbling here. Winston Overwatch Legion can have a really good shot at this.
Yeah, but they're definitely going to be able to at least stall this out here. They're going to have 4 before this happens. I think the rally is going to be massive. They're going to be able to touch. 3 are on the point for this Titans Academy squad.
Yeah, there's a lot of time to burn here. If they can get that with under a minute, that would be the best case situation without holding it down. A huge Shatter comes through, gets 5. Counter Shatter comes through, gets 3. Picks everywhere. Both areas are down. Arthur is down. The Diva D Mac Toplink goes down. Overwatch Winston Legion just have to close the deal here. Transcendence, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, and it was just a bit of Titans Academy getting a little bit too greedy on their defense, as they ended up falling before away from the point, and then Winston Overwatch Legion being able to get there in the end and get the kills and get the point capped with 49 seconds on the clock, which is very good. You're not captured in overtime, which is very good specifically for any extra rounds of Volskaya, which is almost a given.
Yeah, a lot of times you see the overtime rounds in Volskaya, but it's the time taken by Winston Overwatch Legion is under a minute. So if Titans Academy do take the second point with overtime, they will at least have enough, or at least one fight in there, that minute extra. So that is an incredible get for Titans Academy. They wish they could have held it. They just, in general, a 0-0 overtime is the best situation if Winston Overwatch Legion do have to take it. But this is second worst situation.
Yeah, as we go into this, 8 seconds left for for Titans Academy to do their attacking round here. As we see, they need to get they have the chances to get a better cast here, or sorry, oh my goodness, a better time bank here, but oh my goodness, Twin Clarity already getting a pick on a Godflix, as Wuck's gonna get Liberty. That's gonna be a trade, and it's gonna definitely favor the side of Titans Academy.
The attacking team has the quick response. You get those very early picks, and especially if it's a trade pick, you get that advantage. We're seeing a few Discords come through. Twin Clarity so much ult charge so early on as they come in for another fight here. Seems to be rotating around.
Yeah, not was waiting for anything really. You feel Author getting it caught out, however, by Shadow Spartan. And Weary Bunny going to get Godflick as well out of this fight. And there's going to be another hold for Winston Overwatch here.
Yeah, that was just like a sweep of a fight right there. It seemed like Titans gonna try and go all the way around, but then the Brig moved forward and it just crumbled from there. Maybe a bit of miscoordination, maybe a bit of mistiming. Did not work out.
Yeah, as the stagger we saw there was massive on the Master Chief. Going into this next fight, however, Lux having the Shatter online. Look for a big one from him coming up, but Kenji is going to be felled by Liberty, and that's going to be another team fight win for the side of Winston Overwatch.
Yeah, just cut Titans off before they could even start their initiation. The Shatter came through, took everyone out. Rally also gone.
Yeah, as we go here, it's still looking very good for Winston Overwatch Legion. They've got 3 ultimates online, 2 tanks, and 1 support ultimate. Same with the Titans Academy, but they're going to initiate with Rally here, which is a good start.
Need to use that rally, get them a bit of extra health coming through. Shatter, bomb, grab, all of it coming through. 2 go down for Titans Academy here, and that gonna, with the transcendence from Twin Clarity, sustaining the rest of Winston Overwatch Legion. That's gonna be it. The IW falls as a well. Not much left Titans can do.
Yeah, not much indeed. They did only invest the Rally and the Graviton Surge as well. Walks up to this Earth Shatter as well. They have 4 ultimates online. Earth Shatter self-destruct combo would be huge for this Titans Academy squad right now. Only the Sound Barrier online to counteract anything.
Not gonna be enough once the ult start coming through. It's already used early on. The bomb Shatter both come through. Counter Shatter gonna get blocked here. Second Sound Barrier coming through. Both teams using gear. And it's going to be wary. First one to go down. Once again, it's a running joke at this point. Reinhardt needs to survive much longer in these fights. Brig down as well. A second one, Shu falls closely as third. It's almost like you could just every single time the rest of the picks gonna come through. The Titans Academy gonna start making a bit of headway on the stagger picks onto 20.
Yeah, he is doing... yeah, good deal Author getting that pick onto Twin Clarity, but the respawn timer is still how it is normally on 2CP, so he's going to be able to get back very quickly, and the grab coming out early in this fight.
Countered by the Transcendence very quickly. A nice attempt by Winston Overwatch Legion to get something really early on. Shatter comes through, the grab gets in. Transcendence going to try and keep everyone alive here. From Clarity to provide a lot of sustaining power. The bomb comes through, takes Weary Bunny out once again first. Liberty gonna follow as well. Bomb coming through, doesn't get anything. But the remake is gonna come through pretty safely here with the Discord onto the Diva. Gray, Shu, both go down. Win, just gonna get destroyed there with the Discord on them. It's only Diva left for the time being. The respawns are gonna have to come through. D-Mac immediately onto the point. 2 kicks taken. Shatter comes through and gets everyone into IW. 5-man Shatter coming through, but there's nothing to capitalize onto it. We're going to see Twin try and come back as the Mora, but the pick's just too much. Titans Academy have too strong of a hold onto the point. Shatter comes through, takes Twin Clarity down. That's it.
Yeah, there's a nice Shatter coming out from Lux there. A nice 360 Shatter getting the Moira who came back to spawn it right out of Fade. Now they have 2 minutes and 35 seconds on this clock. 1 minute for the side of Winston Overwatch, and it's not going to it's going to be very difficult for Winston Overwatch to win this.
It's going to be extremely difficult for Overwatch Winston Overwatch Legion that wins. Their Kure might have done quite a bit to the team for a good stretch on the first point defense, which was almost a bit over 3 minutes. They had a lot of success. The Reinhardt didn't die as much. The Brig didn't die as much. We saw those deaths kept to a minimum. We saw the aggression at a healthy level and it worked for them for that amount of time. Now, Titans are going to be back on that defense. It still needs to be swapped on the top. So it is Titans on the defense, Winston on the attack.
Yeah, and they need to have a nice defense here, because 1 minute's still a decent amount of time. You can get at least a cap or two in that 1 minute time. And you still get that 30 seconds if you capture point one as well. So it'll be good to see if Winston Overwatch can at least take this map somehow, in some way, and bring it closer to a reverse sweep, as Wuck's already getting a first pick now.
Correa goes down, the break down very quickly. Gray Bunny gonna get pushed dead. The Diva Mech got pushed even earlier down, out of map, gonna fall off the map. Gonna get another fight.
Yeah, I think that we get another fight here, but it's going to be very difficult with no ultimates online to win this, as Wux is almost up to the shatter already. They need some big damage coming in from Weary Bunny, or a mistake coming in from Titans Academy, and ooh, that was almost very close to a pick onto Twin Clarity on that Zenyatta roll.
Yeah, almost got the pick, but got the shatter off, immediately taking the Diva out, and that's almost a death nail right there. The one pick, the rally gonna come in from Author as well. Not looking good for Winston Overwatch Legion. They're gonna have that transcendence to sustain themselves. The Kenji is gonna go down, so some picks are coming through. There is still hope here, but it's gonna cost a lot. Liberty gonna come in with the grab, the bomb coming overhead, takes two. Shot click does fall, but Twin and Shu go down to that bomb. Hot Point gonna get traded here as well. Author falls. This will go either way. It's still extremely close. The rally gonna come through from Curry. Winston Overwatch Legion gonna start making a lot of progress at the point and actually start taking it.
Yeah, and some great plays from these, from Liberty on that Zarya, being able to get the crucial picks they needed in those fights to win it out. A nice bomb coming in from Master Chief as well, but not enough in the end when you don't have you only break for a little bit on point. You're not going to be able to stabilize for that long.
And not long indeed. We're going to see a bunch of ults coming through. Ruri Bunny once again getting the first one to go down. We see the sound barrier coming through. Bomb grab as well. Nothing really got from those. Actually, no. The break does fall. See Twin Clarity fall as well, and that's going to be the end of Winston Overwatch Legion's attack. It's very hard for a defense to hold. It's hard for an attacking team to continue once they start losing their numbers.
Yeah, and that's still a decent push for Winston Overwatch Legion. They could just get that could win them this map. Getting one tick is great. 2 minutes and 35 seconds is not that much time to capture both points, or both 1 point and a third. But if anyone can do it, I think it can probably be Titans Academy. They've got the tool set necessary. We've seen them just steamroll before. It's really going to be up to Winston Overwatch Legion if they can pull back that aggression and pull them together, stay together as a unit, and get those picks, get the first picks necessary like they were doing in that previous attack.
Yeah, well, Winston Overwatch Legion on the defense of this map, it took Titans over about 3 minutes. They have less time in their bank than it took them to take this point originally. Winston Overwatch Legion already 2 down in the series. They can't really afford another loss here without being in game match every single map going on. So they need to win this right here, and this is their best shot.
Yeah, this is their best shot of the series so far, and right now we're seeing a kind of a close hold, maybe? No, they're not gonna do that. That would kind of be stupid with the 2 CP spawns. If there was a closer spawn, maybe we'd see a close spawn, but that's going to be a nice stun pin. But Shadow Spider's going to get that first pick, but it's going to be traded out onto Weary Bunny very quickly.
Immediate trade, you do not want to see that. Reinhardt is much more valuable than a Lucio in a straight brawl. The Lucio provides utility, the Reinhardt provides straight damage, and that damage is going to be sorely missed here. Although the Titans not really pushing in, they are waiting for the Lucio, who is going to have an incredibly quick or much faster respawn. Actually, Winston Overwatch Legion just back off the point, gonna give a few ticks away, waiting for that Reinhardt to come back in.
Yeah, and they're gonna push it up top here. Weary trying to get that pick. Wux almost getting that pin, but Weary's gonna be falling again, and Wux having this shatter online. He hopefully does not use it going into this last fight, so he has this snowball capability. As they definitely have this snowball capability right now with what ultimates they're rocking. They've got almost all their ultimates online. They're gonna have them all online for this in this mid fight, and we're gonna just look for another big shatter from Wux here.
Yeah, and they're not wasting any time. They're gonna go in, get the 3 tanks of Winston Overwatch Legion. Counter Shadow gonna come through, gets 4 for the Transcendence, gonna keep everyone alive. Grabs, counter by the Transcendence, coming through, bomb as a wall. Oh, they get 3! It's huge! It's huge! Counter gonna get through. It's not gonna be enough to clear the point. Bomb comes through. Some picks are coming through on the Titans, but it's not going to be enough. Only Zen is the support, but there's only 1 tick needed to be taken. The Diva goes down out of mech. Few contesting still, but it might not be enough. Shatter comes through from the IW again. Another build Shatter. You can see a counter Shatter going to try and come through. Gets the 3 tanks, but there's no one left on the point to even stall it through overtime. Nonetheless, capitalize on it. And Titans Academy gonna take map number 3.
Yeah, map number 3, and the backs are now against the wall for Winston Overwatch Legion. Going into map 3 down, or sorry, map 4 down 3-0. You can't really like their chances.
It's gonna be an incredible hard fight for Winston Overwatch Legion. Rest of this series here, they could go upwards of about 9, depends on if the ties come through or not. And we've seen 2-0, 3-2, 4-3. They've been nipping at the heels. They've been slowly finding the chinks in the armor. Can they get it here on the next map, which seemingly is Rialto?
Yeah, it should be Rialto is going to be next. And like I was saying in the previous matchup that I was just doing for the Tier 4 GOATS final, or for the PS4 final, one of my favorite map or GOATS history or GOATS moments was on Rialto. It's a New York Excelsior play. The Earth Shatter, the grab, the boop into the self-destruct. It brings me back to good memories of the old NYXL, and I'm super excited to see how we do here on this next map.
Yeah, well, Winston Overwatch Academy gonna have to pull, Winston Overwatch Legion gonna have to pull some Excelsior plays out if they're gonna pull this back. They're gonna need to be extremely consistent through the rest of this series. Just to take 1 map, they're gonna have to snowball that, pulling off the reverse sweep. We'll see if they can. They've been slowly climbing the points they've taken. Just a matter of can they seal the deal with a map.
Yeah, and we're gonna head right into Rialto here for like we were saying, this is the last map possibly if Titans Academy win this out, and they will be your Tier 3 GOATS championship or champions. But it's still a 1 map to go, as or not, sorry, one, they still have to lose 1 map, so it's still anyone's matchup right now.
Yeah, it could still very easily go either way. We've seen a lot of reverse sweeps. Some of my favorite games I've seen in CGL are reverse sweeps this far down, and we're gonna see an Ana here. Ooh.
Yeah, and I saw a lot of Ana during my Tier 4, the PS4 finals. We've also seen some swaps. Correa going over to the Diva, Liberty onto the Brig, and Shadow Spartan onto this Zarya now. And this is a close spawn hold here, Neon.
Yeah, we've seen this spawn hold quite a bit throughout the series. It gives you a rather quick fight. IW gonna go down rather quickly. Sometimes this early hold doesn't work, especially if you don't get that early pick with the pin. which they did in here, but it's seemingly working. They do lose Nightmare off the bat. Seemingly, whatever role Nightmare goes on, they still die first or second within the fight. Master Chief is gonna get DMAC here, and they're still holding very far forward. This long into the fight. You see that grab come through, and it's gonna wipe Titans Academy here. This is exactly what Winston Overwatch Legion needs.
Yeah, they definitely need this. They need to keep taking down this time bank. We do see another swap coming in. Godflick's going to be out of the map. Packs are for noobs coming in. Interesting shatter, but a bigger shatter coming in from Lux there. And that's going to, I think, going to spell the end for the spawn hold.
It very well could be. Picks coming through. Twin Clarity dies with that Transcendence. We also see Hot Boing die as well. See the bomb coming through. This rally is there. Now the ults from Titans Academy gonna start being popped here. Liberty, Nightmare, Volker down, Shadow as well. Gonna get traded there, but not before the grab comes through and the rest of the team on Winston Overwatch Legion is gonna fall.
Yeah, and that is going to unlock their cart. That got a lot of time, however, off the clock for this this Titans Academy push. So that they still have a very good chance to hold this here, does Winston Overwatch Legion. They don't have the ultimates to do, though, as Lux using that shatter. Not going to get any value, but Hot One's going to get Weary Bunny out of that fight. And it's a 2K bomb coming from Master Chief.
Yeah, the bomb comes through, gets the support line of Winston Overwatch Legion. A very quick fight ender there. Possibly one more fight that we will see here. A few ults online for Winston Overwatch Legion.
Yeah, that's a big shatter. However, 4 man's down. That's going to be using the Transcendence and the sound barrier as well. Gonna go in. Not gonna get any picks, however, off the back of that Graviton Surge. The shatter coming out from Weary Bunny. Gonna get Ubiel Author down and out, and that might just do it as Lux is super low, and they might not have the chance. Weary Bunny, another pick on two of the players on Titans Academy, and that should do it for the hold. But oh no! Oh no! Neon.
You hate to see it, but the back of taken Titans Academy with a huge play. Hot Boing, possibly the play of the series.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You can't be doing that, specifically in finals. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. But it's not anywhere near as bad as Lux's one from about 2 years ago now, when he got it all throughout the entire all of point 2. But Lux is gonna go down, however.
So we see the bomb, you see the grab, Transcendence, another bomb gonna come in here. Kenji does fall as well. It's not pretty good for Titans Academy here. They're losing too many people. They lose Master Chief as well. It's just Brig at this point. Already has a Discord on them. IDubbbz gonna try and come back in, has Discord on them. Gonna have to retreat, stay behind the wall, try and live through this here. And the shatter gonna come through from Weary Bunny. That aggressive playstyle coming out once again. Unable to capitalize on it though. Nightmare falls very early on. No matter what they play, they die so quick. As well as Weary Bunny, the two once again die so early. And just gonna be the rest of the team crumbling here. We see the rally from Author as well, just to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now they've got this point re-unlocked for the moment in time, as we see. But Master Chief is going to be demacked very early in that fight as well. That's not good.
Yeah, an incredibly early pick. That's you never want to see that from your teammate, especially when they're so close to the bomb. You see his shatter come through. I think it got pinned. We're gonna see a grab get eaten. Worry and IW both go down. Sound barrier, rally, bomb, all getting used. The Kenji, Haxer, all of them going down. Not many people left. It's only Author who is now gone.
Yeah, and now they have only about 1 minute and 10 seconds left on this clock. Maybe under a minute when they are able to re-engage on this point. And they only have Master Chief self-destruct online. They don't have, they're not close to anything here, as Weary Bunny and Twin Clarity, as well as Shadow Spartan and Nightmare, all up to these ultimates. As here comes the self-destruct, however.
And it's gonna get nothing. Tried a bit too high in the air. We're gonna see the grab come through. Author falls, and it's just gonna be the rest of the team. The grab takes too many. The nice capitalization on it. That's all sit.
Yeah, and that might do it for their attacking phase. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get here with any time on the clock. There's 25 seconds left. They might have a chance for one more fight here, Neon, but it might not be enough. Kenji does have this Transcendence online. They're gonna have to use it to engage here. Most likely, because there's no other way really to engage without taking a load of damage here.
You're gonna have to just crawl through this. 6 and shatter.
Wow.
Oh, 3 down off of the Transcendence comes through to keep the other 2 tanks alive. Immediately gonna just more damage being applied. No counter picks coming through. The 2 tanks are dead. It's only Zenyatta on the point. That's gonna be it for Titans Academy's attack. Extra ult being used. Winston Overwatch Legion had the support ults. Didn't need to use them. All 3 coming through.
Yeah, and that puts Winston Overwatch in a very good position to actually take their first map in the series. Not giving up 2 ticks is gonna be huge. Only 1 point on the clock on the scoreboard for this Titans Academy team, who have been looking very good so far. But as we've progressed in the series, we've seen Winston Overwatch get progressively better. Maybe this is the map that they take this the first map and then turn this around into a reverse sweep.
Yeah, progressively better, progressively closer and closer. Titans Academy they have not taken a second point through this entire series until right now. This is the time to strike for Winston Overwatch Legion. They need to take it right now. If Titans Academy are able to hold this, they would really deserve that finals championship for Winston Overwatch Legion. They're not going to go down without a fight here. They need to come out swinging.
Yeah, and they already know, clearly they already know where they are. They're looking like they're gonna, this is gonna be an interesting way to engage this. They're gonna drop down onto them because they already saw that they are taking this close engagement, and that's gonna be walks off the side of the map thanks to Weary Bunny, and that's gonna do it for this spawn hold, as you can't do anything without your Brig and your Reinhardt here.
But that pick, the respawn advantage, is at its maximum for Winston Overwatch Legion. That is just an incredibly smart play to get that Reinhardt right out of the can. You're going to get so much movement and just so much position space as they're doing here. As the fight's starting to really ramp up again, Genji takes a lot of damage. Has that Discord on them. IW, though, going to go down so quickly. Shadow going to come through from Weary Bunny. Discord as well. You see grab come through. Picks as well. 2 tanks down. Actually going to get team X. 2 supports down. It's only the Genji left.
Yeah, and it's not going to be enough. I guess they're giving up this point here, Neon, and that's going to be a 5-minute hold, and they have to only get it to the stairs? That seems just improbable for Titans Academy to hold this year.
It is gonna be one uphill battle. Rally gonna come through from Liberty here. He swaps that they made might just be the ticket to success. Liberty, though, gonna go down very quickly. Very quickly focused fired here. Counter rally gonna come in from Author. Grab trying to counter all this. Nothing really coming through it. Transcendence from both sides. Counter Gravit coming in as well. It's a bit of a stalemate. You're going to have to back up a bit, then come back. It's going to allow the respawn of the Brig of Liberty to come back in. The bomb going to come through. Takes Twin Clarity, and that is a huge pick. That could swing in favor. Curious Mike also dies. Weary Bunny gonna go down as well. And now she's going to be cleaning up the fight, seeing if you can get any old charge out of this.
Yeah, and the hot point getting a boot onto Ferrari, and Nightmare just resetting off the map there. It's now it's under. That's a minute off the clock here. And you like that. You need to keep this up. You need to keep winning fights like this. And you need to keep cycling ultimates to use in these fights. And here comes a shatter out from Lux. Not going to get any value, however.
Get no value. December going to come in from both sides here. Bomb as well. Gonna get hot point. You're gonna see the grab come through as well. Picks onto the defending team on Titans Academy. 3 down. Counter picks though coming through. 2 go down. Might be enough to get something of a hold here. It's kind of in that spot where the respawn advantage is mitigated. So Titans Academy might just be able to come back in. They're gonna definitely try it. They have this grab. Gonna have the bomb. See if they can get anything out of it. They're gonna take out Twin Clarity. They take Weary out, and they're gonna be able to just barely cling on to the point meters before it gets taken.
Oh no, you can't let that happen. You're so close. You're only 7 or 6 meters away from clapping and taking your first map here. But now the ultimates are looking like it's in favor of Titans Academy. They've got 3 online, almost 4, and this is the ultimates they need to stabilize and win this series out. A missed shadow out ever coming in from Lux.
Yeah, huge miss shatter. Other ults coming through. Gonna be the first pick on Author. A huge bomb coming in. Takes Lucio. Takes his area. Both out. Transcendences are. You see the rallies coming in as well. Stuns. Counter shatter gonna come through. Gets the backline. Gonna take 2. Gonna take the Zen. Gonna take the Lucio. Ravonna is gonna die for the trade. That is a worthwhile trade. The D-Mac gonna come through. Hacks are gonna go down. Meters away. Titans Academy not looking in a great position, but both teams are down heavy, and Titans Academy have about 2-3 seconds of a respawn advantage. Counter shot are gonna come through, along with the respawning rally from Author. Mech gonna get destroyed on Curate. Other ults coming in from a Winston Overwatch, leaving the sound barrier coming through to see if they can get through anything. They're gonna take Weird Bunny out, but IW falls as well. Both Reinhardt are gone. This could hit sound barrier. Boy, that's gonna be enough to sustain through the fight. Falls as well. Twin Clarity goes down. The bomb gonna try and come in, see if they can't clear the point, but it's not gonna work. Zarya is bubbled on the point, and that should be Titans Academy holding, but not by much.
Ooh, and that's a big D-Mac on to Karare. You gotta either jump off the map or go reset your ultimate percentage. I'd have to. Hack's just gonna kill them somehow in that fight, and they still have. It's still looking good for Titans Academy. They've taken off almost all this time thing, Neon. It's almost under a minute, and they might not be able to. They're gonna probably engage with about 1:10 left. Maybe it's just only a minute, and that's gonna be only that's probably gonna be 2 team fights, if even that.
Yeah, well, right now, Winston Overwatch is using the ults. They should really be saving these ults. They're at a disadvantage. They need to come back in with the ults. You're going to see the ults just get used anyway, though. Both these portals. You're going to see some shatters. You're going to see the bomb as well. Cherry, D-Max, and Titans Academy just have ults to throw around here if they really wanted to. Although I would not be surprised if we saw them save it here. They already have the picks, and they are looking to win the final fight.
Yeah, and I think this has to be this last fight for them. And Dickenshi has been holding this Transcendence online for a while now. But specifically for this moment, Shadow Spartan has this grab online. They need to counter it. They need to mitigate as much damage as possible to win this fight out. It's 30 seconds to go. This is the last fight territory. The grab coming out onto the top of the ceiling there.
Yeah, just a very odd angle. No one's going to be able to capitalize it, but it gets everyone kind of mispositioned. Allows the attacking team to come in, allows the Overwatch Legion to come through. Shadow going to come through. Gets 4. We see the 2 ults from Titan Academy at the support line. Going to get used very early on. 2 picks coming through on the Winston Overwatch Legion, the Reinhardt, and to win so close to that. Oh, we're going to see Nightmare fall as well. Liberty unable to get that rally off. Zarya goes down. It's only the D.Va. The grab going to come through. Doesn't get the D.Va, but the D-Mac does come through, and Titans Academy are able to take map number 4, taking the finals of their GOATS tournament.
Yeah, and just some dominant Overwatch coming out from that Titans Academy Tier 3 team. Oh my goodness, a 5-minute hold, Neon, on that on point 2 there to stop going into a map 5 there. What a hold. It's just almost impossible. And they needed to be perfect, and they were. And they had some nice plays, however, from the rest of their team. You did see on a lot of those fights, they were down players. They were able to stabilize and get picks necessary. And it's just a great team coordination coming out from this Titans Academy squad.
Well, Titans Academy had to be more than perfect. They had to have Winston Overwatch Legion make some misplays. If Titan Academy were to play perfectly, eventually it would come to 6 ults versus 6 ults. Winston Overwatch Legion would push in. They wouldn't use any ults. Titans Academy might use 1 or 2 if they pressure the Zen. That Transcendence goes. They continue the fight, and all of a sudden, now it's an ult advantage for Winston Overwatch Legion. All they have to do is come in and use all their ults, and that's all the Winston Overwatch Legion needed to do. Just save their ults, and they had the time to do it, but it didn't work out for them. They started just using them when they really couldn't afford to. They couldn't look to that far into the future. They're thinking, if we can just take it once, any fight we could take it. And over those 5 minutes, that's an acceptable strategy. You could win 1 fight out of 10 if you throw everything to the wall. But this time, it just didn't stick to the wall. Titans Academy able to take advantage of that, playing best they have so far in this series. Able to hold, able to win the final.
Yeah, and a lot of great players tonight. Some, however, deserving of that MVP for this series, and I feel like it's got to be 2. It's got to be either oh my goodness, Wux on that main tank or Master Chief on that Diva. I feel like those are the 2 for me. I'm not certain who I'd go for. Who are you thinking for this MVP pick?
Oh, that is a very good question. There's a lot of, I see what you're saying. The Diva, Master Chief had a lot of grab eats, especially from Liberty. I saw that multiple times. The IW had a lot of great Reinhardt plays throughout, really was able to mitigate the highly aggressive strategy of Winston Overwatch Legion. The very hard choice, I would end up having to go with just, it's so difficult to choose who would the MVP be of the winning team of Titans Academy. In the end, I'd probably have to go with the main tank, with the Reinhardt, with IW. Just a highly consistent play against a very, very aggressive Reinhardt in Worry Bunny. But what do you all think? Put it in the chat who you think the MVP of the game is. I'm saying it is the Reinhardt. It is, and the name slipped my mind.
Wux.
Great. Lux. Yes. IW. That's who I think the MVP is. What do y'all?
Yeah, I'm gonna echo you with that. Wux was just fantastic throughout the series. Multiple Earth Shatter stuns, probably at least 20 per map, which is absurd numbers. But that is really gonna do it for this cast today. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Neon, for being here. Congratulations again to Titans Academy Tier 3 for winning this your GOATS tournament, the NA Xbox Tier 3 scene. Thank you all for watching. This has been me, Joker's Ransom, and Neon Protege on the cast. Thank you all for watching. Peace out and goodbye.